two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Throwing Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for New England. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Go. 11 mighty.
They go play action with Burrow. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup. First down. They come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
2nd and 5 now. Burrow, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Love. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's Jones on 3rd down. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says a crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Burrow on play action. This goes out wide for Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing. And they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow going for the deep ball. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big connection on that one, 37 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got his target, Harris. And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones throw into the hands of Henry here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, the tight end Henry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. He gets it complete to Harris. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert the... or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Back to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Off play action. Jones. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2nd and 5 now. Jones. He sets to fire deep. And this one is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will have a Patriots first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Jones to throw on third down. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Jones throwing on fourth down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. That catch good for only a couple. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
Here we go. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on 3rd and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on 4th down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Patriots.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10. Off-play action. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dietrich Wise Jr. in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. On third down, Burrow. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And this will be taken at the 13. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Jones. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
I'll tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there for the Patriots.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Completes it to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. Bryce Love from 17 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Midge used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones finding Bourne here over the middle. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Calais. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Love. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, it's Harris, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
11, 11, 11.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 59 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on first down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, he had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Big 14. Big 14.
Throwing, Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some strong running.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back. In this.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th. McPherson on for the point after. 3-point lead now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Pass complete to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Here's Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, that will get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Now Jones. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Jones. There's the stiff arm. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jones. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Now one more shot at it. Obviously, again, they've got to go for the end zone.
Well, we've seen it happen before. How about Aaron Rodgers throughout his career? He seems to pull it off about every other week. But if I'm the defense, I'm rushing the quarterback and making him move away from his throwing arm. That makes it a little bit tougher to get it downfield.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they